Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and well, I guess since after sharing my excitement in the last thoughts video that I did when I talked about the teaser trailer for the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I think it makes sense to finally ease my way back in and actually pretty much see new movies that actually came out as of now. So yeah, and of course, if anything, I guess for today's thoughts video, I guess this one did leave me in a bit of a debate. In a bit of a debate for sure. Of course, whether or not I should actually see it, but hey, I guess seeing how after I did a lot of hard work for one of my family members, I actually decided to take it as an opportunity to actually see this movie for sure. So yeah, I think it pretty much makes sense on, of course, that front, and, well, here I am officially talking about it in today's thoughts video for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that front. Alright. And luckily enough, pretty much currently as of now, seeing how this weekend has already came and gone as we speak, seems like next weekend is gonna be Memorial Day weekend as we speak, so yeah, I guess if anything, I'm really psyched to see on how well that'll actually go, and of course, well, I think it is a good way to, of course, pay tribute to, of course, the pretty much the incredible people all over America for sure, let alone our veterans and of course our founding fathers, and that's to name me a few for sure. So yeah, and of course, well, all of us to do this. Yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm going at. So yeah. I guess if anything, pretty much for my early Memorial Day treat for sure, what can I do that actually screams America for sure? Well, that's actually quite simple. I guess if anything, how about the latest movie in an ongoing film series that is, well, nothing but car chases? Yeah, that's pretty much about what I can say for, of course, at that front, So yeah, pretty much not mentioning the title of that said film series alone, I think you can pretty much see where I'm going at with this. But in case you actually don't for sure, yeah, I think it makes sense to finally spill the beans on, of course, this one. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much of anything, I think it's about time that I finally get myself into talking about one of these movies here today, and I do mean about damn time for sure. So yeah, I could have actually gotten to see one of those much earlier for sure, but hey, I guess only now I've decided to officially go see one of them and officially talk about one of them here today in this latest thoughts video. So sorry about that. So yeah, I guess if you actually see where I'm going at, then I think you can pretty much see what I'm talking about. But for those who don't, I think it's about time that we get ourselves buckled up, and of course pretty much. Yeah, I think I kind of lost track. Yeah, here's a much better one. I think it's about time that, well, we buckle up for a wild and fast ride for sure, as we talk about the latest movie that just came out this weekend by the time I'm recording this, which is none other than Fast X. So yeah. I guess if anything, it is of course the latest movie that just came out as of this weekend by the time I'm recording this video, and it is of course the latest installment in this ongoing movie series that's been around for some time, which is of course the Fast and Furious movies. And yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm getting at. So yeah, I guess if anything, Fast X is of course what I'm talking about here today. Or of course, it's also pretty much commonly referred to as Fast Fast and Furious 10. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess if anything, before I could go ahead and talk about this latest movie, I think it's actually quite fitting, of course, pretty much on how I felt about the Fast and Furious movies. I mean, honestly, throughout my years of actually seeing movies on the big screen, this may come as a big shock to all of you. I think never in pretty much in all of my life have I actually seen one or at least all of the Fast and Furious movies for sure. So yeah, and trust me, I do have my reasoning for this. I think it's mainly because, yeah, I guess if anything, with of course all 11 movies that are currently out as we speak, normally I think I would say 10, but I did say 11 because, well, Hobbs and Shaw actually counts as one of those films for sure, so yeah, I guess if anything, I've never actually pretty much seen any of the Fast and Furious movies for sure, but I guess if anything, I do have my reasoning for that. One is that pretty much if anything, I think it's pretty much been around for quite a long time and has been spawning many movies which, yeah, given to their lineup as we speak, it's probably too many as we speak, so. And of course, if anything, pretty much all these movies actually consist of is, of course, well, nothing but car chases, and that's it. It's just nothing but car chases, so. But yeah, I guess if anything, some people may actually call it dull and boring, but hey, whatever the case may be, there's no denying for the fact that this movie series has been around for quite some time, and each and every single one of them are, of course, really big hits for sure, so. And I mean, like, really big hits, when I actually said that for sure, because, yeah, pretty much each and every single one of them have actually pretty much have been doing well with, of course, box office returns and stuff. And yeah, I guess if anything, it actually has garnered up a really great amount of people who actually saw those films for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the Fast and Furious movies, for a while I wasn't really that into them for sure. I do admit, I do acknowledge their popularity for sure, and yeah, mad respect to, of course, the people making these movies for sure, So yeah, I think I would actually talk about every single one of them that came out, but I think you'll hear me ramble on for, of course, an hour or two for sure, which will probably be way too long, so yeah. I'll probably talk about all the other films later on if I ever get the chance for sure. And plus, not to mention, there are some really good ones in this ongoing series for sure. And I mean, like, really good ones for sure. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much my acknowledgement of course, the Fast and Furious movies in a nutshell. So yeah, but of course with this latest one that just came out, which I've actually heard is, of course, sorry about that, so yeah, I guess with, of course, this newest one being, of course, well, pretty much this latest installment being, of course, part of a really big grand finale to, of course, these movies, and yes, by the way, they are actually going to be ending these movies for sure, so yeah, I guess given to that case, I think it's about time that I finally jump right on board and actually see one of the Fast and Furious movies for myself, so yeah, and of course, if anything, thanks to the kind people at Crown City Cinemas, as normal, like I said, mad respect to those guys for sure. I did manage to, of course, get there in time to actually go and see this movie for myself, So yeah, and of course I just got back from, of course, seeing it not too long ago, and, well, I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this movie now that it's finally out? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I actually think it's a pretty decent one. Yeah, I'm completely serious. I think this movie is decent, but I will admit, however, for it being a Fast and Furious movie in a nutshell, it actually does deliver a pretty good time, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I guess about anything, as someone who finally got to see one of the Fast and Furious movies, I guess it's safe to say that I'm glad I finally got the chance to actually see this movie for sure, or should I say, it's about damn time that I actually see a Fast and Furious movie for sure. And yeah, what I got is, of course, a pretty decent flick altogether, but yeah, it actually did deliver a pretty good time that really kept my adrenaline pumping up for sure. So yeah, it's not really it's not really necessarily a good movie, nor, thank God, is not terrible for sure, but it is a pretty decent one in my opinion. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for, of course, this film. So yeah, for starters is, of course, the story for, of course, this movie, and yeah, I guess about anything, the Fast and Furious movies are not really known for, of course, pretty much having any good stories they wanted to do. Just, again, nothing but car chases for sure. But the way they've actually pretty much put together the film's story for, of course, this one, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think it actually does have some really good ideas thrown into it. Actually, pretty much doing something new and creative for sure, while actually picking up some pointers from, of course, the previous films that we got beforehand, which, yeah, I won't lie, is actually a really clever move for sure. I mean, yeah, there are some parts in the story where I did kind of felt it, of course, well, deviates a little bit and just distracts a whole lot from the main plot, but the rest actually really does pick things up a bit and actually really does know what he needs to do for sure, and for that, it's actually not that bad in my opinion, and it's actually very creative, and of course, my front for sure. Again, maybe could have used a little bit more tweaking here and there, but I say it's actually pretty, yeah, I say it's pretty much done fine for sure. So yeah, and of course, pretty much on top of all that, the writing, I have to say, again, I will have to admit, some parts are, of course, not written out very well, as, of course, well, yeah, maybe I think it could have used a little bit more reworking here or there, and some parts in it I just kind of thought was, again, very written distractingly from what I can gather, but yeah, I think the rest of it is, of course, still done very well, and pretty much of anything, I do love how well crafted some parts of the writing is actually is for sure, and yeah, I think it's pretty much everything that I can say for, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the story and the writing, I have to say, again, could have used a little bit more tweaking here and there, but the rest is still actually done very well, and actually does have some really provide a whole lot of creativity they want to throw in for sure. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, those two aspects for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about the next couple of things in, of course, this movie. So So for starters is, of course, the characters, and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think pretty much of anything, the characters in, of course, this movie, well, I think you pretty much know and recognize the characters in, of course, the previous films, and yeah, I mean, I will have to say, I really do love, of course, the amount of growth that we've actually seen in, of course, all these characters for sure. And I really do love how well likable and interesting they can be for sure. Like, yeah, I actually do root for these guys, and they want to, of course, accomplish their mission, and, of course, get out of a situation they need to get out of for sure, making their recovery all the more impressive. So yeah. And yeah, I think pretty much of anything, I do find myself actually caring for these characters for sure. I really got myself hooked on with, of course, what I've actually seen, and it is actually brilliantly well done, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, the characters in, of course, this movie, and I guess for the other aspect that I can say, which are, of course, the actors playing all these characters. Yeah, I mean, I will have to say, yeah, this movie actually really does push hard on, of course, the really big names they got out for sure, both for the old characters from when these movies first started to, of course, the new ones we've actually got for sure, and boy, they really got some really good names for, of course, this one from past to present with these movies. You definitely name it Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, John Cena, Tyrese Gibson, and yeah, that's to name me a few. And let's not forget to mention Jason Momoa is actually in this movie. Yeah, you heard right. Jason Momoa, who is well known for playing Aquaman, is actually in this movie. Now, that is every dose of awesome I could actually expect. So, but yeah, regardless of course, all that, and of course, given to all the actors that I actually stated, and that's to name me a few for sure. Yeah, I mean, I will have to say, they really pulled off some really good performances, I have to say. You can definitely tell from the way you've actually seen this movie, they really are having a blast while actually filming this for sure. Like, of course, yeah, pretty much a good example is that, while seeing how I did mention him earlier, Jason Momoa was, of course, really having a ball with, of course, this movie. I really love the amount of energy he actually put into his character for sure, and yeah, and I also do love the incredible seriousness and, of course, the great sense of bondness that we actually got from, of course, Vin Diesel, of course, as well as, of course, plenty of the other characters and actors that we've actually, again, that I've actually mentioned, like, of course, Michelle Rodriguez, John Cena, Tyrese Gibson, and, again, that's to name me a few for sure, so yeah. I mean, yeah, I will admit, some of the actors, I will have to say, are a little bit off in their performances during my viewing of this, but the rest, I will have to say, they still pulled off some really good performances, I have to say. It's not great, but still good nonetheless, so yeah. It's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess about anything, now that I've got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about with, of course, this movie? Actually, a whole lot for sure, so yeah, I guess for this being a Fast and Furious movie, and seeing how I did say that these movies are, of course, have nothing but car chases, but I should also note that the Fast and Furious movies are not just about car chases, it's about family. Yeah, I'm only saying that now for sure, so my apologies to any Fast and Furious fans out there, but so yeah, pretty much of anything, when I actually mentioned this being a Fast and Furious movie, what comes into your mind when you think of a Fast and Furious movie. That's right, the car chases. So yeah, pretty much if anything, going on to a topic, seeing how I did mention car chases, and of course in this movie, that's one thing I have to say, the action, I have to say, again, seeing how the majority of them are, of course, well, nothing but car chases for sure. I have to admit, the action in, of course, this movie is actually brilliantly well done for sure. Yeah, I think if anything, from what I can gather, I really do admire the great sense of action in, of course, this film for sure, So yeah, pretty much if anything, from not just the car chases from what I can gather, but also the fight scenes, I have to say, they are, of course, brilliantly well done. I really do love what I've actually seen for sure. You can definitely tell just by seeing them entirely. You can tell on how well action-packed this movie is, and just by seeing all that unfolding, of course, this movie, it actually has gotten you really, really excited once you actually see them for sure, and yeah, it actually, if anything, it actually does help make the action all the more exciting for sure, and yeah. So yeah, I mean, there are some parts in the action where, of course, I can't say, oh, hey, what are you doing? I mean, come on, just what are you doing for sure? But the rest I have to say is really enough to make me, and of course any other people who actually saw this movie go like, yeah, that is awesome. So yeah, if anything, that's actually what I do admiring, of course, this movie. Much like all the other films, I really do love on how well action-packed this movie is, and yeah, just by seeing them all alone, they really want to make it all the more exciting to watch, and I'm really glad they did, and they really nailed it on the head for, of course, this one, So yeah, and of course, on top of the action for sure, I also do love the way they also incorporate the really great amount of visuals and special effects in, of course, this one. Yeah, I mean, everything from explosions and of course, the way they want to blend in with, of course, the film surroundings for sure, it actually is all the more incredible to watch, So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front for sure, and let's not forget to mention, I really do love the great usage of course, the music, and of course, the sound mixing for, of course, this film, yeah, I mean, I will admit some parts of the music and the sound mixing can be off in some areas, but the rest is still brilliantly well done and really knows how to make it all the more exciting to watch for sure, So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, that front for sure, So yeah, and of course, let's not forget to mention the direction in this movie done by the film's director. Yeah, I mean, I will admit, can be, I think it can be off in some areas, but the rest is fine, So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, that front. It's just fine, So yeah, but however, I really do admire pretty much the really good amount of cinematography in this film, as of course this film is brilliantly well shot for sure, and the way they also want to incorporate the action that is currently going on for sure, it actually does make it all the more exciting to watch, and let's not forget to mention, I really love on how well caught up this film is through some pretty good editing, I have to say. Yeah, I mean, some parts of it I just kind of thought was, of course, cut a bit off for sure, and you could have just taken some of the scenes out to actually give us a little bit more breathing room, but again, the rest is, of course, done fine for sure, So yeah, and of course, if anything, well, I think it's all I can say for sure. For this being a Fast and Furious movie, I think it is pretty much what you'll get for sure. Nothing much else to it, so yeah. It's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess on that thought, it's all I can say for sure, so yeah. I guess about anything, overall, Fast X does have some massive issues here and there, but it is actually, but it does actually have some really great stuff that I really do admire, to which, yeah, combining those two all together actually makes it a pretty decent movie altogether. Yeah, I mean, I guess for what it is, I actually do think this movie is actually pretty decent for sure, so yeah. So yeah, does it make this movie all the more terrible? I'm afraid not for sure, but is this movie fun to watch and actually will give you a really good experience? Actually, yeah, it is for sure, so yeah, in points, this movie actually does have a whole lot of problems here and there, but it is actually a really well done and actually a pretty decent action-packed film that you definitely don't want to miss for sure, so yeah, it's got everything that you'll expect for sure for this being a Fast and Furious movie, so yeah, I guess if anything, if you just want to see a Fast and Furious movie with, of course, some new twists and turns, you'll get it, but you'll just have to go through some of the other crappy stuff that comes in your way for sure before you can actually get to it, so yeah, I guess about anything, it's got a lot of stuff in it that's hard to say not check it out for sure, but it really does know what you needs to do for sure, so yeah, which yeah, I guess in the end actually makes it all the more incredible to watch for sure, and I'm really impressed with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, so yeah, I guess in a strange way, regardless of course, my mixed reactions to, of course, this film, I'm still recommending it nonetheless, so yeah. So yeah, I guess about anything, this movie is, of course, a decent experience all around, but I did find myself having a good time with it, and it's one that you definitely don't want to miss for sure, whether it be by yourself or, of course, with your family. And I think that's actually the most important thing overall. Family. Yeah, I guess it's what I can say, of course, that front, so yeah. Yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for this movie overall. A pretty decent flick altogether, but it is actually a really good time that I am glad that I got for sure. And because of that, for my final score, yeah, I'll be fair on, of course, this one, and I'll give Fast and Furious 10 or Fast X or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, a pretty decent 6.5 out of 10 as my final score, so yeah, pretty decent movie altogether, but I'm glad I actually saw it, and actually can say that I did find myself having a good time with it for sure, so yeah, there you go. Just, there you go. I finally got to go see a Fast and Furious movie, and actually get to talk about it in these in this thoughts video for sure, so yeah, and of course currently as of now, this latest one is of course currently part of a big massive grand finale to, of course, these movies all together, and yes, by the way, they are definitely wrapping these movies up as we speak, so yeah, I guess it definitely feels great to finally jump on board to, of course, these movies for sure before they could find a way to, of course, go off with a bang for sure, so yeah, and of course, if anything, the next one won't be out in, of course, a few years from now, so will it actually deliver something more action-packed and exciting for sure? Only time will tell for sure, so... And I did hear there might be a possibility they're going to be stretching this grand finale to these movies off as a 3-parter as opposed to a 2-parter for sure, but we shall have to wait and see on, of course, that front for sure, so. But either way, I'm quite curious to see on what will go down in the next movie once it actually does come out, so. But yeah, I guess until then, I guess if you're up for, of course, something really exciting for sure, then by all means, pretty much buckle up for a pretty much an action-packed and really fast and furious ride with this movie for yourself. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright, so I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that, So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, go ahead and comment down below, of course, yeah, if you've actually seen Fast X for yourself, do you actually really enjoy it, and think it's actually a really great action-packed movie that is worth checking out? Do you absolutely hate it and think that these movies are, of course, gone on for too long and they just need to stop altogether? Or are you like me and you thought it was okay for sure? So yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section below on what you thought about this movie. If you have actually seen it for sure, I would definitely love to know. So yeah, I guess if anything, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and well, seeing how next weekend is, of course, going to be Memorial Day weekend, I've got a lot to do with, of course, my family for sure. However, I do also know that next weekend, for my next movie, I think you can pretty much know what I'm talking about, and editor, bring up the poster! Yep. Yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm going at, and oh boy, I'm gonna regret this, so. But I have no choice, so yeah. Definitely tune in next weekend, where, of course, well, for my next movie I'm gonna be talking about, I'll definitely talk about Disney's live-action remake on The Little Mermaid, so. Boy, I'm gonna regret it, hands down, but what other choice do I have? So, but I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely see you in the next video, and I guess given to, of course, what you're seeing right here, pray for me, people. Pray for me. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, Ackley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show support to me on both of my wish lists on Amazon and Right Stuff Anime, and even supporting me with my link on Streamlabs that you can find on my Twitch page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.